You don't even have to throw the party, Mike. We already know. You don't have to have the K. You don't have to have the party. The Steelers are going to win this game because...
Well, first of all, you can have the party.
Oh, okay. You still want the party.
Maybe you don't have to, but you can. Well, let's
don't pay attention.
Let's sort of dispassionately lay out the case for each team.
Okay.
Starting with the Steelers, they have the better defense. I don't think there's any question about that.
No, one ranked defense.
They have great players on defense. I think they have the overall quality of player they have on defense is as high as anybody in the league, and also they have as good a defensive coordinator as anybody in the league.
Dick LeBeau.
If you believe that defense wins championships, if you believe in that, which I think is simplistic, I don't think it's so much wrong as it's too simple. But if you believe that, then you've got to believe the Steelers are going to win the game because they clearly have a better defense than Arizona.
Yeah, I think it comes down to one player on that defense, Troy Polamalu. He is the all-world player. I think it comes down to his ball-hawking skills. I think that the Cardinals will do enough things with off-balance lines to sort of neutralize James Harrison, the defensive tackle that's got, or defensive lineman that's got 17 sacks.
Well, they may. But you know, the interesting thing about this is Arizona, in terms of raw numbers against the blitz, is very good. They're very good against the blitz. Especially lately, they've been very good against the blitz.
So if Troy Polamalu can do his thing back there on defense, I think it could disrupt things. And I think Santonio Holmes will be a factor on the offensive side if the Steelers are going to win this game.
He is a big play guy. He is
a
potential big play guy who has been coming on, return game and receive game. And of course, they have in Roethlisberger, they have a quarterback who is about as successful as any quarterback has been to this point in his career if we're just looking at wins. A lot of people just judge quarterbacks on wins. You have to say he's one of the most successful young quarterbacks to this point in his career in the history of the game.
Well, you look at that quarterback class. He was in Phillip Rivers, Eli Manning, and him were all in the same class.
Right.
He's going to wind up with a second Super Bowl if he wins the game and probably cements himself in the Hall of Fame. Whoever wins this game probably is a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Well, I don't know if I want to go nuts on that, but I think you're right. I think you're accurately describing the perception.
Yes,
I think that will be the perception. I don't know if I agree with the perception, but that's the perception. So, what we have here is in the Steelers. I think we have a real good organization, an unspectacular football team, at least on the offensive side of the ball. I think we could certainly say that.
Sure,
but a great defense, a great organization, and I give the Steelers enormous credit for hiring this coach, Mike Tomlin, because Whisenhunt and Russ Grimm, the two guys who were top assistants at Pittsburgh under Bill Cowher, who everybody thought one of those guys is going to be the next Steelers coach.
Including them.
Pointedly including them. Tomlin came into the interview and blew them away. He was probably invited to the interview because of the Rooney Rule that we have to interview minority candidates, probably. And he came in and blew them away. And he is clearly an extraordinary leader, a sharp guy, a special guy who had to win these players' trust and did it in a relatively short period of time. So the Steelers are impressive in a lot of ways.